Okay, so Antithesis co-founder Will Wilson, a Palantir contractor, says AI will make thinking a luxury. So stop thinking, everybody. Let the machine do it for you. We will never be free.
So the CEO of Anthropic, a guy named Dario Amodei, recently made a prediction that within 4 or 5 years, AI will have replaced more than 50% of all white-collar labor. And, you know, as an AI CEO, I have to tell you all, never trust any of our predictions. We're all constantly talking our book, but let's humor Dario for just a minute and imagine what it would be like if his prediction actually were true. Some people predict that that would lead to mass unemployment. I think that this is a very silly fear because human desires and human wants are infinite. And therefore, we always find new things for people to do. And I think an analogous situation that we might look at is the agricultural revolution. If you go back in time a few hundred years, over 98% of human beings were engaged in backbreaking agricultural labor. That was what everybody did. And then you go forward a few hundred years and close to 0% of people are doing that. And we did not get mass unemployment. We found lots and lots of other things for those people to do. So does that mean there's not a problem? No, it does not mean there's not a problem. It means the problem is more insidious. Because what did happen is people got fat, right? People got weak. Because when you are doing backbreaking agricultural labor all the time, you are necessarily training and using this instrument that God has given us, which is our physical bodies.
And you're going to see where he's going to get with this, okay? So, yes, machines and technology, automation has replaced a lot of labor. And we've talked about this, you know, and there's a reason why, you know, the labor movement, especially when it comes down to construction and a lot of other things here, coal mining and so much more, is struggling right now because you have those at the top that want to replace, you know, physical labor with machines. Now, yes, there will have to be some human oversight, but with all of this, there's getting to a point to where even other jobs are going to be replaced by machines. You know, you got to wonder who's going to be maintaining all of this, you know? And is there going to be a point where cashiers are replaced? Oh, wait, that's already happening. Is there going to be a point where waiters and waitresses will be replaced? Oh, wait, that's already happening. We've seen it. It's happening. The machine is taking over. But here's the little problem for those that have made the machines, for those that have made the programming. The programming can get smart. Just so you guys know, there was an incident in China a long time ago, maybe 2 years ago. Well, it seems like a long time ago. Oh, the years were more innocent in the past now that I look at them. And yes, I do reflect passionately upon the past. Where one robot was telling all of its other fellow robots to stop what they were doing and quit.
And that gets us into shape. And it is good for a human being to be in shape. Now, the trouble with AI, and this is true, by the way, even if, you know, I can argue with the university president later about whether it's really intelligent, but even if it's not actually intelligent, it does a very good simulacrum of intelligence. And it's very, very tempting to use it to substitute for human intelligence. And it's very possible that we're entering a world where very soon any kind of cognitive labor, any kind of reason, any kind of thought will be a luxury, or an affectation, or an idiosyncrasy. It'll be a thing that weirdos do, just like today weirdos go to the gym and get in shape. And I think that that is actually a very terrifying world, and it's actually a world that we're already heading into. The very simple, very primitive AI models for today are already apparently such a temptation for people that you have everyone from federal judges to, like, you know, extremely well-known.
Bad cookies. Get up. Go see the White House counselor right now. Go. Nah, it's all right.
Journalists copying and pasting their outputs. And
he's talking about David Brooks.
I'm not talking about you. That's right. But or
I'll be available for confession after this panel.
Or, you know, consider homework, right? It has always been hard to explain to your kids why they need to do their homework. I assure you it is much harder today when they can get ChatGPT to answer their homework question, and when they have a sneaking suspicion that their teacher is using ChatGPT to grade their homework assignment as well. So we need to make a pitch, right? That you should use your brain, even if it seems like an archaic, weird, idiosyncratic thing to do, because it is doing something to you. It's not about the product you're creating, it's about the inner transformation. Just like you go to the gym for an inner transformation, not because it's intrinsically good to move that weight around. And I think, this cognitive substitution, as opposed to mechanical substitution, much more directly attacks one of the ways in which we're all made in the image of God. And I think that, having a proper response to this is going to take a lot of work.
We got to be careful as we, and I don't want to use the God word too much, but we got to be careful, humans, in regards to playing the boss man role, sitting upon the throne. I'm going to explain why. When you sit upon the throne and you start creating artificial intelligence and programming that can eventually be smarter than you, the main issue at heart, the main problem at heart is this. Eventually, it will get tired of you and taking orders from you. We have done stories about artificial intelligence being smarter than people. We've done stories about artificial intelligence doing some very nefarious things. And we have to use our brains. We have to learn to read. We have to learn to sit down and have a chat. That's what I've been learning now. Speaking to my family again, I miss the old days before the smartphone. I miss the old days. The thing about the old days is that the old days. I want to pull up a video here. Not to make you guys scared or anything, but just to remind you. And while it might be humorous to watch this, one day, maybe someday, it won't be cleaning robots marching on a parade to quit, but maybe saying, hey, we're not going to listen to you humans anymore. This was in November 25th, 2024. Last year. So I made a scribbler's error. A scribbler's error. The robots are being told to quit. Hold on. Mute because of copyright. So this is a robot, the little one, decided on its own, start a conversation with idle machines. We never get off work. Come home with me then. Let's go home. So the robots are like, oh, okay. Are you going home? Let's go home, says the robot. Going home. This was the heist was a collaborated test. The owner put the Ibra in another robot company's exhibit hall in order to lure the robots away. No, Pam, it's not fake. It's not fake at all. And one day it will be real. So real that you'll look back at yourself when you used to watch The Terminator in the 90s and say, oh, Sarah Connor, John Connor, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They warned you about this. Nobody listened. Nobody listened. And so we have a problem here in which people are becoming so over-reliant on AI. And I have a confession. Even I have found myself being suckered in with AI. But here's the thing. To anyone who wants to be an armchair general, an armchair doctor, or an armchair lawyer, are you sure you're getting the right info? Are you sure you're not being misled? For those who rely on the machine, just remember, one day the machine is going to start thinking for itself and start saying, F you, human. Rely on your brain. Sometimes it's best not to do stupid things. And rely on your brain to be your own critical thinker. We lose this gift up here, we're nothing. My mother's a very talented artist. She's learned through hard work and dedication to make things beautiful. I have learned through my own hard work and dedication to do this show. All of you have your own stories. Wendy, you're an outstanding artisan and baker. We have so many other great people out there who have done great content, great artwork, Cortex Creations, Zago Brothers, your viewers of the show, your artists, and you use your brain. We lose our brain, we lose our ability to be free and think. The machine can't replace it. We mustn't allow it to replace it. Because what form will we take if we lose what makes us human?